Hi, I'm Chris. I own and operate Kamp Kiki Animal Sanctuary. I take in unwanted animals, animals have been neglected. We're starting this channel and doing this video today for fundraising to feed the animals. I take in everything. I have guinea pigs right up through including goats, rabbits, pigs, sheep, horses, and cattle. I even actually took in a goldfish that needed a home a couple of weeks ago. But this is for fundraising, to feed these guys and for their veterinary care and for spay and neuters. This is why we're doing this. It's getting more expensive for their food and everything, and I spend all my time and all my resources on these animals. So, okay, the first pig I ever rescued was my big girl, the Queen. Her name is Maybelle. I rescued her from a neighbor I was getting hay from, and she was the runt of her litter, and she wasn't looking very good, and I mentioned that to him. And after I left, he texted me and he said, if you want to take that pig home, he said, you come and you get her, and because she's probably not going to make it here. So I did. I tucked her in my coat. She was about yay big, and brought her home in the truck. And she was a skinny little thing with, you could see her backbone and stuff. But now she's the queen of the farm. And she's just a sweetheart. She likes ginger ale and all the treats and scratches. In the summer, she likes being sprayed by the hose. Right now, she went from weighing about 2 pounds. Now she probably weighs about 650 pounds. I probably right now have around 100 pigs. Most are rescues, a couple of happy accidents. I have, let's see now, I have 4 mature large pigs, farm pigs, Bruce, Selma, Louise, and Maybelle. I have 3, they are also farm pigs. They're only about this big right now, but I got them last fall. They actually fell out of a transport on the 401. And a very nice young lady saw them, caught them, and called me if I could take them. And they're doing good. They're growing great, but they were scratched up. They should never have been on that transport, and that's a thing that happens a lot actually on the 401 with pigs, even larger pigs falling out of transports. So that's a problem that needs to be fixed as well. So my first official rescue was Blue. He's a paint horse. He came from North Dakota. He was on a PMU farm. And I saw him on the PMU rescue site at work one night when I shouldn't have been on the computer. And I thought, geez, he's too pretty, because they were about to ship a bunch out to Japan for meat. And so I had to jump through a bunch of hoops. And but 4 trailer rides later, he had to come across the border out west. That was an hour trip for him, and then 4-hour trip to Cookstown. Another 2 hours to just down the road from me, and then another 20 minutes on another trailer to get here. So he was my first one. He's a beautiful boy. So Coco, he's my Jersey steer. He when he got here, he looked actually like a fawn. He didn't even weigh 20 pounds. I could carry him under one arm. He was very sick. Jersey bull calves, they're not really wanted because of all the bulls there is. Jerseys are one of the most aggressive. And so most farmers don't want them when they breed them. They usually just take them right away to the sales barn. A lot of people don't want them because they don't grow really well for beef. So they kind of have a doomed beginning. And so this nice young lady drove Coco down from Hull in a snowstorm, and he was little. And I just took him, I made him a little pen right beside my wood stove because he looked like a fawn. And he was fairly sick for a day or two, and then he's come good. He has a sponsor, a lovely lady named Shelley. She sends money every month for Coco, and we also do that too. We sponsor, anybody wants to sponsor an animal. Coco now weighs probably about 1,100 pounds. And he's a real sweetheart. He loves bananas and apples and head scratches, and he's a lovely boy. If someone wants to sponsor an animal, it's whatever they can afford. Little kids, if they want to send $5 a month, or it's usually around $25 a month, but whatever they can send is great, and they usually pick an animal. And I have a few animals with sponsors. One pig here, her name is Violet. and a lovely little girl named Hannah and her grandmother, Grammy. They come and they come to visit. They save all their peelings and everything. And when Hannah comes here, now she's old enough, she's in grade 9, she does some of her community hours. So she does some chores and feeds out peelings or whatever donations and stuff that we get. But yeah, anybody can sponsor any animal they want to. They'll send a picture, they get a certificate with the animal's name on it. And we also, I have kids come and do their community hours for high school, which is really helpful. I like that a lot. Most of them are pretty good kids, and they get dirty. Okay, Ernie. I also call him the son of Satan. He's an evil little goat. He's really not, but if you want trouble, you got Ernie. I got him, it was a year ago last week actually that I got him, and he probably weighed about a pound, and the lady who brought him, she had a diaper on him because she'd had him in the house. They raised goats. And his mom was a first-time mom. She had twins. One had passed away or was born dead. And she walked away from Ernie. And so she got a hold of me and she wanted to know if I'd take a baby goat. And I said, okay. So, because she brought him in the house, but she had 2 little girls that wouldn't leave him alone. So, anyway, I got Ernie. Ernie thinks he's actually my actual kid. If anybody can get into anything, it's Ernie. Yeah, I call him the son of Satan. So about, I guess it's about 3 years ago, this lady messaged me on my Facebook Messenger on my page, and she wanted to know if I took kids under 16 as volunteers. Well, it's a farm, yeah. Kids can work on a farm, I have no problems. A lot of places won't. So anyway, she brings over this little boy, and the first day he was here, he didn't hardly even look up at anybody. And he had kind of chubby cheeks, and he sat down and played with the dogs on the lawn all day. And then they kept coming back, and the more he came back, the harder he worked. The first fall he was here, we had, must have been 3 dump truck loads out there, people donating pumpkins for the pigs. And he worked from Saturday morning to Saturday night and all day Sunday with the wheelbarrow. We didn't have anything fancy then. I didn't have the 4-wheeler, I didn't have a trailer. With the wheelbarrow, that little boy wheeled all those pumpkins around through the mud and everything, and then when he's done, he even raked up all the seeds and everything and took those too, because he was determined that he was going to get it done. And ever since then, that kid, he just, this is his place. This is JJ's place. Anymore, I don't even have to tell him what to do. He just comes and he does it. And some things you have to do with the animals are kind of hard. And he's right there. He'll put his arm around my shoulder and say, "It's okay, I'm here." And now he's almost 18 years old, and he's way bigger than me. And he just never stops. I have to make him stop to come in and have something to eat and sit down for a minute. And the animals all love him. I think actually most of them more than they love me. And he spends time with them. He knows them all by name. He knows how they're going to act. And I don't even have to ask him to do stuff anymore. Like the first thing he does when he gets here, he goes and checks all the electric fences to make sure they're working. When he goes home, his mom and dad have to put plastic garbage bags on the seat of their car because he's soaked with mud head to toe. I actually saw him a couple weeks ago. 17-year-old boy. He was doing fence, and I looked to see where he was, and he's lying in the mud with our one pig, Stella, and she's over there, and she's down sitting, laying beside him, and he's scratching her tummy, laying there in the mud with this pig. And we all love JJ. Anybody that comes here, they know JJ. All my friends and neighbors, my family, they just love him. He's just a great kid. He's kind of like Clint Eastwood and John Wayne all mixed up together. He's amazing, and I don't know what I'd do without him. Yeah, we're starting this YouTube channel. We're hoping to have everybody tune in and watch some of the silly stuff that happens here when I'm alone and nobody's around. Honestly, I laugh almost all day long. Thanks to my friend Joe for getting me started on doing this, because everybody's been saying to me for a long time, "You got to take your phone out with you when you're doing this," and I can't. So Joey's actually got me a really nice camera I can wear, and So you guys can watch the hilarity and the calamity as it happens. So looking forward to letting you guys see what goes on around here. Any donations are welcome. You can e-transfer to crittersrule@gmail.com, and it's critters with a K, all small letters. Or donations, you can go into the TCO feed store in Selby and put donations onto my account there. They know me down there. They're a great feed store, by the way. They deliver. Any donations, if you want to stop by and drop off dog food, cat food, a lot of people save their peelings, any vegetables, anything like that. You can drop them off here. They get fed right to the animals. It's Kamp Kiki Animal Sanctuary. Hey.